Hi, I'm Ben Felstead from Novell Cloud Security Services. What I'm planning to show you today is a little bit of a demo of this wonderful product I've got called Novell Cloud Security Services. And so let's go to the screen and look at the demo. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with an end user flow of how the end user actually looks when he's using this application. We're going to start off by looking at one of these two SaaS applications here. One of them is called Pet Clinic, the other one is called WordPress. They're both a Spring Connector type of application controlled within the same NCSS instance. So if I click on this Pet Clinic link, I get redirected up to a login screen that exists in the cloud for the Acme SaaS applications, or the Acme Corporation. I'm going to enter my username and password, or Joe's username and password in this case, on this screen. One important thing to note is that when I'm typing these in on this screen, it's actually verified against the LDAP directory within the enterprise itself through a technology we call the Secure Bridge. So when I click OK, it's actually checking those credentials across the Secure Bridge connection, and we get authenticated into the SaaS application, and we're authenticated into this Pet Clinic application that is one of the samples. Now, since we have two that are in the same application itself, if I click on the WordPress Demo here, I'm not asked for my credentials again because I'm already logged in to the identity provider, and as you can see, I'm logged in, and if we come over here to Site Admin, I'm logged in as Joe, which is the username and password that I used when I started the login process. And this is all wonderful, well and good, but one of the things that always comes up to the enterprise's mind is how hard is it to actually set this up? So I'm going to switch over and I'm going to do this and show you just exactly what the enterprise had to do to set up this information. So I'm going to come to the enterprise console of Safe Management and log in basically as the admin of Acme Corporation. And I can come into the admin at Acme Corporation and I can get a good look at what my enterprise itself, or the Acme enterprise, had to set up in order to get this in. He had to install the Secure Bridge software somewhere within his enterprise. He has to come in and specify his identity store, and over here on this side he can see the two connectors that he's been given access to from the MSP itself, or Safe Management. One of the things that he had to do is actually configure the identity store portion of it. So this is the identity store that lives within the enterprise itself, where we've got the Acme identity store. He's got his credentials that are specified, his replica information, and all of that. One of the things is there is no direct access to this IP address from the place where we entered the username and password credentials. The other important thing to note is that this is all just managed out here. It's not actually edited, or it's not actually stored out here. It's actually stored within the enterprise itself. So that was what he had to do to set up the identity store portion of it. On the connector side of it, he's got a list of the connectors and what exactly they need to be able to do it, like the roles that are roles for the connector itself. In this case, it's the WordPress app, expects the role of admin or the role of user to be specified. He could specify some constraints and also the attributes that need to go across to the WordPress application and what LDAP attribute they're going to use to fill that from. So as you can see, the enterprise itself has a fairly simple interface that shows exactly what they need to do and how they need to do it. Now I'm going to take off the enterprise hat and I'm going to look at it from Safe Management's view of the world. Safe Management has a different console also running on the same box that you can, the Safe Management people log into. And once he's logged into it, he gets a very different view of this console, where he's got a view of the entire system and how the entire system is functioning, rather than just the view of the system of the individual tenants itself. You can see that he's got 8 customers, and he's got 2 connectors over here, and he's got some other things to do. He can also come into the customers level and look at all of his customers and how they would access things. He's got another interface in here that is the connectors interface that says, okay, these are the connectors he's got, and these are the customers that he's got assigned to it and available within the system to assign. So that is the demo of Novell Cloud Security Services. Thanks for your time.